5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. My name is Troy Nelson. I'm in the KEXP live room here at 90.3 KEXP, where we broadcast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And thank you all so much for joining us. What a special day this is, because I am in the KEXP live room with the band. I was going to say Pigs times 7, but that's lazy. That's cheating, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm in the KEXP live room with pigs, 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 and if you're all ready, let's do this. I love these days where I realize I'm doing something right with my life, where I show up to work and the first thing is this. That happens. Thank you so much. Pigs.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. I'm assuming you all don't record to a click track in the recording studio.
No, never.
Okay, that was the first thing that weirdly came to my mind.
Yeah, no, it would be quite quickly become quite stagnant, I think.
I've never met you all, and so much information just walking into this room that I'm trying to take in. First of all, we're surrounded by orange amplifiers, which sound amazing, and we've got lots of bare feet. We've got all these different types of styles. We've got a Stone Cold Austin t-shirt, a Cocteau Twins t-shirt. We have blue jeans tucked into socks. We have head-to-toe Adidas track outfit, an Unsane shirt, which one of my biggest childhood memories is watching Unsane's music video for their song Scrape, and all these skateboarders wiping out. And there's just so much information going on here, and I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. So when you named your band Pigs, had you any idea that A, you were going to have to say your band name all the time, and B, did you know it was going to be going on for over 10 years?
No, absolutely not. It's a joke that's gone way too far, I think.
I mean, I guess you could have called yourself Pigs 8 times or 9 times or 10 times. So.
Oh, that would just be ludicrous, though, wouldn't it?
yeah, 7. 7 is just the line.
That's it.
Right there, before it gets strange. Oh, my gosh. So you're from Newcastle.
Sure.
And one of you owns a recording studio in Newcastle?
That would be me.
Does the studio have a name? And is this where you record your records?
Yeah, I run a studio called Blank Studios. Hold on, I'll take these out. Can't hear myself. I run a studio called Blank Studios in Newcastle, and that's pretty much our spiritual home, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's where we do most of our, we practice there, we write there and record there. We have done for the last, since the inception.
Ah.
We're very lucky, really privileged to have that, actually.
And is your studio just for your band, or do other bands come in?
No, we have a lot of bands come through, really good bands. We're very privileged.
Awesome. And are you the only engineer in this studio, or do you have other people come in?
I set it up, the studio was set up 15 years ago, me and some other guys that I studied with when we were younger, and went down the route of, we realised that we'd never get a job in the music industry.
Yeah, right.
We're like, it's not enough studios to go around. We're like, we'll do it ourselves. Yeah. We'll just crack on, and then we started from nothing, and yeah.
Oh, I made the huge mistake. I went to school to learn audio engineering. I got a degree in audio engineering, but I went right before Pro Tools took over. I went at the most wrong time possible. I was still splicing tape, and then I graduated, and then everything went digital. I'm like, well, that was a waste of money.
I just the other side. I was lucky.
Oh, you were just on the other side of it?
Yeah. So
you had Dan CJ.
Yeah, he's very modest. He spent in the new space that they've got. He spent 19 months just in there every day for 12 hours a day, building it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's amazing. I thought you were all going to come in here and do a cover of Donna Summer's Hot Stuff.
Oh, no.
Are you still doing that? Are you doing it live?
No way, no. We figured we quite quickly become Alien Ant Farm if our legacy became one cover song. So
hey, there's nothing wrong with Alien Ant Farm.
There isn't, no.
I think that might have been a reflection of some lockdown insanity happening.
Yeah.
Right.
It was good fun, though.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm curious, what can you tell the listeners that might not be familiar with Richard Dawson and the band Circle?
So Richard's a good friend of ours. He's a huge inspiration of ours as well. I mean, I remember the first time a bunch of us saw him live. It was like at an open mic night in a Spanish restaurant in Newcastle, of all places.
Wow.
And he did a really long song about a load of his pet cats that he's had throughout his life and how they'd passed away and the story behind each one of those cats. And we were sat there, tears in our eyes. It was like, who is this guy? He's amazing. That was years and years ago, and we're still good friends. And so his Circle, you could make a film out of this. So Circle, his favourite band, are they not?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So I think they were admiring each other from afar for a while, and exchanged a bunch of emails, and he did a whole album together, which is incredible. I'm sure you've heard it.
We did the vocals in Blank, actually, in Newcastle.
Wow.
I work with, I do his records in Newcastle. He's an artist that's very close to us. In fact, he's played cowbell on our last 3 albums.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But just one hit.
Right.
One cowbell
Just
hit.
one cowbell hit. I mean, that's,
yeah.
that's still important.
Oh, he played tambourine on this one.
Yeah,
Cool.
don't undersell
He knows
him. He's
it
a
all.
very, very talented man.
And didn't you see him perform with Circle in some hockey arena or something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, in Helsinki, sideways, like Ewan says. Yeah, that was. I mean, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're one of those bands that you watch them and you're just like, man, I wish that was me. Like,
Yeah.
I want to do that.
yeah.
Newcastle is just such an amazing city. Are there any bands currently going on right now that people should know about?
Yes, there are a few. There's a really talented artist who goes by the name of Katie Mack. She's absolutely brilliant. There's an artist called Natalie Stern. She's great.
There's an amazing artist who's going to tour with us, and I've just done her album that's coming out very soon called Me Lost Me, Jane Dent. She's a phenomenal artist, and I'm jealous because she's in her 20s. She's doing really good stuff, and she's got it all ahead of her.
Yeah, there are lots. It's a very, very healthy
it's
scene.
Richard, obviously. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, in thinking about the history of music from Newcastle, who are some other notable people, notable musicians from the past?
Well, I mean, Venom would be the obvious.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't
The
realize
Lighthouse
Venom
family,
was
of
from
course.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've
Yeah.
got
Then Jimmy
Jimmy
Nail, do you know that guy? No, he didn't break America, did he? Jimmy Nail.
Sting did.
Sting broke America.
Yeah.
Who else do we have?
What's his name? AC/DC singer.
Oh, Brian Johnson.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he's from Newcastle. He was in a band called Geordie.
That's right, before
he was
AC/DC.
at AC/DC. And who else we got? We got an embarrassing celebrity pair called. They used to go by the name PJ and Duncan. They were like kids' TV actors, but then they broke it in the music industry somehow. And,
Wrote some big pop hits.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Well, you've got Andy Taylor from Duran Duran.
Oh, there
yeah.
you go. Yeah.
And Brian Ferry of Roxy Music went to school in Newcastle. Didn't grow up there, but went to school there. Dire Straits.
Yeah, yeah.
Mark
yeah,
Knopfler.
Dire Straits.
Mark Knopfler. That's right. Have you
My
heard of
dad was in a band with Mark Knopfler very briefly.
Really?
Get that
He was,
quiet.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Played harmonica.
Well,
I
you
think
haven't
they had
told
2
these guys
practices.
this? That's kind of big information.
Nice.
That's amazing. I picked up a record one time. I've worked in record stores a lot in my youth, and I picked up this record just because the cover looked cool. I put on the record. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. It was kind of folky and a little psych folk, but they're called Lindisfarne.
Oh, Lindisfarne.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Lindisfarne,
Lindisfarne?
yeah.
Okay.
So that's like
It's pretty good.
Lindisfarne's like it's like an island, isn't it?
Yeah.
Off the coast of Northumberland, which is
beautiful
the
little
county
Huh.
north of Newcastle, and it was where the Lindisfarne Gospels are from,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so
Oh, I've been
they're named after
mispronouncing
the,
it.
And it gets cut off by the tide, as when the tide comes in and out as well. So when you go there, you might end up stuck there.
Yeah, so many
Yeah.
tourists get stuck there every year because they
Oh, wow.
they miscalculate the tide.
Interesting. Let's not.
Yeah.
What was he saying?
It's a monastery, a religious monastery there, and it's got a lot of it's got loads of history. It's a beautiful
Cool.
place.
Oh, that's amazing. Let's not forget Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Mr.
was
Bean is from Newcastle.
I believe
What?
Durham.
This is
Yeah,
my
I
dad.
grew up in County Durham.
My dad was in a band with Mr. Bean.
Really?
You know,
Wow.
once again, this is huge information that I don't know why you're withholding from the rest of the band. Tony Scott, who directed my favorite movie of all time, True Romance.
Right.
Newcastle?
Yes.
So I just was reading about the history of your wonderful city, and there's
Yeah.
like so much great art that comes out
Yeah,
of there.
it's quite a modest place, really. It's one of those places in the UK. It's not really like famed for anything in particular, like Liverpool is and the Manchester music scene, and obviously London. But
Right.
there's so much heritage in Newcastle. But yeah, we're too modest, really. We
Right.
don't
right.
shout about it much.
It's nice. It's like it's not too big a city either.
Right.
And like when we play shows, we've always had it. Well, I mean, this is like we played shows with Richard in Newcastle, and you can get this like really diverse setup of music where there's not like cliques of scenes that you might get somewhere that's a bigger city, and that's really nice. Positive to the place is you get these really strong communities that are quite broad.
I love
and
that.
encompassing. Yeah.
I didn't look on a map where Newcastle is. Is it close to Sheffield in any way?
Not really. It's
No.
northeast. It's probably one of the last UK English cities
Okay.
before you hit the border into Scotland.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, once again, thank you so much for taking the time. This
you.
was
Thank you.
such an exciting way to start the day for me and for all the listeners
Yeah,
here on
likewise.
KEXP
Big,
that tuned in.
Big
So-
thanks to all the techs as well. Everyone
Yes.
Yes.
been helped and looked after
been
us.
really
Really
nice.
nice.
Our team does such a fantastic
Yeah.
job. So I can't wait for this to be up on the YouTubes
Yeah.
and for the whole world to see. So
Yeah.
once again, you've been listening to Pigs, 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 Pigs. The new album is called Land of Sleeper. Yet another brutal, awesome delivery from Pigs, 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 Pigs. And so thank you, Ewan and John and Sam and Adam and Matthew. You all are fantastic. And please come back to KEXP.
Oh, we will.
I'm sure we will if you'll have us.
100%.
Absolutely. The door's open, trust me.
Lovely.
All right. It's KEXP Seattle.
Yeah. All right.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.